Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. What I do for you. I got a nice quick lesson for you. Oh, I'm letting you in on my principles and my philosophy that I learned over the years. I just put my book out, so I'm having some fun. Another quick lesson from the Sheet Top Net Initiation book. So I'm gonna give you some more information. Okay, let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Let's do the story for life, even when it's from the book. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission. And yeah, that's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is the way of life. Through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, and I'm on it daily. Why? Because if those who try and practicing, I need to be there for them. That's what I do. I do for you. I got you. Stay tuned. Appreciate you too. The question is, know thyself. You should have the answer. It's rhetorical, but the answer should be every individual's own choice. And if you don't have the answer for that, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's what I do. What I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know, it's okay. They sleep spiritually. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. Into my eye. Be true. I'm back in the book again. But I got 2 pages of information that I think is important. Now, this is one book that I would recommend you can purchase because it's a lot of information. I'm going to be getting out of here nitpicking, cherry picking the good stuff. So, yeah, but it's good information. The whole book through and through. I'm just reading you the first parts of it. We ain't even got started yet. So, yeah, I love it. This was called Right Thinking. Let's talk about the general principles of Shita Netta religion, aka right thinking philosophy. Again, follow their rules, principles that they structure, and the teachings presented in the Commission scriptures, what we believe and uphold. As a follower, I believe I hold the same thing. So when I use right thinking philosophy, it's still she taught that. I understand that. Let's go. Now, the purpose, there's 14 of them. The purpose of life is to what? Attain the great awakening, enlightenment, aka know thyself. Rule number one. That's why I keep it to let you know that is rule number one, not mine, theirs. I got it from them. I just emphasize it and let you know that's where it comes from. Moving on. Now, right thing philosophy enjoins what? The Shidi, which is spiritual investigation as the highest endeavor in life. To know thyself, to study God, to know God is the highest endeavor you can have in life, according to Shita Nada. She Tabnetta, aka Right Thinking Philosophy, also enjoins that it is the responsibility of what every human being to what promote order and truth, justice, and nonviolence. Now, I subscribe to order. I got to follow the rule, but some things I did for on. That's why it makes it right thinking philosophy. Why? Because I'm gonna tweak a few things. Moving on. Just want to let you know that the nonviolent thing. Not big on that. So we're just moving on. It's just a personal thing. I come from non-violence didn't work. So I fight fire with fire. So if you want to get violent, I'm gonna get violent. You want to get disrespectful, I'm gonna accommodate you. That's where I come from. So that no difference there for you. Let's move on. Sorry about that. But watch this. Now, right thing philosophy also feels that the performance of selfless service you should perform to your family, your community, and more important, to humanity, society. Just help, just do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If helping you don't hurt me, by all means, I'm going to help you. Simple as that. Moving on. Right thinking philosophy enjoins the what? The protection of nature. Understand we should work in harmony with nature, not to destroy it, but nonetheless, and I ain't getting into that. I'm not an environmentalist, so that's just part of I understand. I have respect for nature. We all should. Right thinking philosophy also enjoins the protection of what? The weak and oppressed. A good Samaritan won't walk past somebody who's being taken advantage of. You ain't got to be here, well, no, but within reason, something you got to make a better decision. But helping out the weak and oppressed should be on the agenda thing to do when you can. That's all. Within out hurt, harm, or danger of yourself or your loved ones. That's a Masonic concept also. Shita Netta enjoys what? The caring for the hungry. We see them on the streets, okay? If you take food because you're hungry, I give it to you. But if you want money, professing to be hungry, no, I'm not doing that. Why? Because with my discernment, I know certain things people profess one thing and do something else. I'm smarter than that, so I'm not going to just give to the greedy. I only serve the needy. That's who you help. That's what the concept is all about. Right? Thinking philosophy also enjoins what? The equality for all people, regardless of ethnicity or religion. I'm gonna throw in the gender. Why? I don't care, male or female. If you got confusion with who you are, that's not my problem. Understand that? So moving on. I'm not discriminatory. I'm gonna teach those who want to be taught. What you do on your personal time, nothing to do with me. Moving on. So right thinking philosophy also enjoys what? Equality between what? Men and women. I told you I don't do the women submit. I told you I don't play that game, that nonsense. We are equal opposites. Equal means 50-50 for a reason. Okay, nobody gets top billing at 50-50. It's a business deal. If you make a business deal and you get 50% of the business, he get 50% of the business. Y'all got a problem when it comes to dissolving the business. Why? Nobody got the upper hand. That's the business. That's the purpose. Understand that. Usually in the divorce, is whoever made the mistake and did wrong. That's who gave the upper hand away. Moving on. What? Moving on. That's the concept, though. Where we at now? Down here, man. Okay. Right thing philosophy also enjoys what? Justice for all. Maya, I do her. She represents scales, balance, and reciprocity, anything that's divine and right. And whenever you see her, that feather, now you know how light the feather is. Feather don't move. It stays in place. That's what she's trying to show you. Order don't move. Truth don't waver. It don't sway. It stands firm and committed. And when you get like that, that's what you would be. Steadfast, they call it. Okay? Standing your ground and understanding justice stands on its own 2 feet. And her scales is always balanced. How she scale we got now? First of all, she's blindfolded. Then she got the scale that ain't balanced. So I don't trust them. So that's my concept. Moving on. Right thinking philosophy also enjoys what? The sharing of resources equally. Nah, whatever. I ain't big on it. I ain't environment again. I ain't into the environmental, but yeah, it should be equal distribution. But I see that ain't so. That's just a, a wish. She taught Netta also enjoys what? The protection of proper raising of children. Another problem I got. We are not doing a good job parenting our children. That's not a lesson. That's not for now. But I enjoy the protection of raising children. Why? There's too many people, too many children being abused, molested, and mistreated. That's the problem that we should take care of. But moving on. And raising children to be what? Responsible human beings, adults who will care for nature and other human beings. To be good people. That's all you want. I didn't expect nothing from my children just to be a good human being. That's all. Live in the world, treat people right, do the right. That's all I ask for. Moving on. Last one on this one. She taught Netta enjoys what? The movement toward balance and peace. I won't argue, fuss, and fight. Why? Because I want to maintain balance and keep the peace. The old me didn't give a damn about neither one of them. I'm doing what I want to do, and I ain't taking what. So yeah, we have to make changes. I use the caterpillar concept. Why? Because if you're born a caterpillar and you die a caterpillar, something you didn't do. We're all born ignorant. If you die ignorant, it's something you didn't do. Just let you know. The next one is let's talk about the Netarian creed or right thinking philosophy's creed, and that is what we believe as right thinking followers or Netherine followers. How about that? I'm keeping Netherine at this time. Why? Because that's what it's based on. And based on what? The scripture and traditions of Shita Nada by Sabai Mai, which is, and Sabai uh, Jah Ashby, which is his wife. She's also a queen in her own rights with dietary how she takes care of the other half. They go together. I like the balance that they got. He do one thing, she do the other thing. That's a perfect balance. So they live in harmony together and they work together as a tandem. I see that too in everything they do. So that's the beautiful thing. Moving on, let me wrap this up. I'm glad you tuned in. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. This is just a breakdown of what it is I do and where I got it from and where I practice it. Okay, now, as a Netarian or right thinker, I follow the ancient, don't forget me. I'm all Netherine now. Okay, I'm just going to let it go into Netherine. We're going to take this lesson. Let's go. Now, as a Netherine, I follow the ancient African Commission religious path of Shita Netta, which teaches about the mysteries of the Supreme Being, aka Naberja. We call him Naberja. God is the title that we didn't use in ancient times. We call him Naberja, and that means the all-encompassing divinity, meaning he has every quality that God's supposed to have, hence the virtue. Watch this. Now, I also believe that from the virtue proceed all the Neteru, which is the God and goddesses, all aspects and elements from him. Everything came from him, and all of the worlds and the entire universe, again, from him. Since Nabercha manifests as the Neteru, Nabercha can be worshipped as what? A god or goddess, male or female. Again, he had to be able to impregnate himself, so he had to have the sperm as the male and the seed to receive it female. So again, androgynous, male and female he. I believe, watch this, that there is only one supreme being. I'm using that word believe because they use it, but we know, okay, from the study and experience and understanding that there's only one supreme being. We call them Nebuchadnezzar. We call it God now. But watch this. As we go through, you see. And watch this. That the gods and goddesses are just what? Expressions of the one supreme God, being, Nebuchadnezzar. Now, as a Netarian, we strive to what? To come into what? Harmony with the gods and goddesses, which is nature, first of all, and the Neteru by what? Developing within my personality. Listen, the different virtuous and divine qualities that what? Symbolized by the gods and goddesses. This will lead me closer to what? The virtue, aka God higher self. As a Netarian, I also believe that Supreme Being I call Nabercha is the same Supreme Being that is worshipped by what? All other religions under different names. Again, well understanding of that. Moving on. I believe that the Bircha established all creation on what? My girl, Maya, which stands for righteousness, truth, and order. And that my actions, term we use Irie, determine the quality of my life. You're responsible for what you say and do. It's all right here, laying out for you. If just what you're doing, just how you should be following. I read and I experience, I lead and I experience through my daily routines, practicing of my yacht. If I act with my yacht, that's positive Irene. I'm doing the right thing. Trying to get you to understand that. And during them days, I always had the clue. Okay, so you can't have good things happen doing the wrong thing. Why? With positive Irene, your path will be free from what? Suffering and pain. All I did was put through suffering and pain. Why? When I forget my yacht and I act in what? An unrighteous manner, aka negative Irene, I invited what? Pain and suffering into my life. Again, fetters. A fetter is a self-inflicted problem that you brought on yourself. And when you live in egoistic, that's full of fetters. That lifestyle is fettered full. Guys, can you imagine being in the bullpen with your dad? As a dad, I can't even fathom that me and my son in the bullpen together. So things have changed. I need to make that change. I did that purposely. All right, moving on. But that's the concept. When you do these things, that's you bringing to you. Understand that you attract what you are. Wasn't a good dude. I attract bad stuff. Understand that. Moving on. Now, as a Netarian, I also believe when my body dies, here you go. This is a concept. This was a mythological, philosophical, psychological concept to get you to do certain things. Why? It's laying it out for you to show you. Nobody came back and told us this. This is all conceptually. What's this mythological? I believe when my body dies, my heart's actions, which is in my heart, my chest, will be examined against who? My eye. Right there. Stop 1 second. Gotta calm myself down. Modern day science has found out that the heart brain has a bigger capacity to hold information than the brain in our head. We should be jumping up and down. Oh, what a great discovery. Oh, yeah, look what the Egyptians knew that thousands of years ago. So I'm not impressed with that concept. I appreciate it. That affirms what I've been trying to get across to you a long time. It's all about the heart. It's all about the heart. All about the heart. All about the mind and heart, mind. Sorry about that. You get me a little redundant. But I'm trying to give it to you so if you can understand it, then you can use it. Moving on. Now, if it is found that I upheld my yacht during my lifetime, what's this? I will have what? Positive IRE. My heart will be light as my house feather on that scale of judgment. And my Aku, which is my spirit, will what? Have my head on it, ready to go. Okay, where? Back to the maker. The falcon, the hawk, they show you it can fly up into the sun as if it's going home. So they use that as a spirit. When you get conscious, when you pass on, your heart passes the test, you going home. And that's what the concept is. Beautiful idea. Watch this. Watch this now. When you have positive IRE and my Aku, which is my spirit, will what? Become one with Nebuchadnezzar. Bam! The Father. For what? All eternity. That's it. It's a one-shot deal. The Spirit is given to everybody. It has to get enlightened to go back home to eternity. It don't come back. All the spirits here are used. No, no pure spirit. Why? Those the one that go back. That's why when you get there, it's eternity. That's the concept. And when you do that, this is called my favorite word, nihas. The spiritual awakening, aka enlightenment of oneself to knowing who you are. You and God are one. It's a beautiful thing. If it is found, now here we go. If it is found that I acted with selfishness, greed, larceny, deceit, I will have what? Negative irony. Here we go. Now, this is where karma comes in. This is karma at her best. You will have negative irony, and guess what? Your aku, which is your body, your soul, will suffer after death and then be what? Reincarnated again to live in the world in time and space. Again, it's called the Uhi Mak, Ma'ak, meaning reincarnation. We knew that if you didn't do this, you're going to get that. So we told you, do this. Why? You'll see. Don't do this. You see, so they'll make a difference. Whichever one you choose, you're going to get the results for yourself. So, yeah. I'm almost done. Let me wrap this up. I got there. Now, as a Netarian, I also believe in the teachings of right thinking philosophy, aka Shimsu, which is what? Following the path of Shita Netta by what? Practicing the disciplines daily of what? Shidi, aka right thinking philosophy, which includes studying of daily wisdom teachings. Reek Ab, that's what that means. And have devotion to God. Uashua. That means always be God. I'm always God conscious. Y'all call it being prayed up. I call it being God conscious. And acting with righteousness. My favorite, Maya. And meditation, which is spelled UAA. Ooh. Nebinger, watch this, provided what? The Shita information, the spiritual teachings That was written in what? Madunetta by Tahuti, aka we call them hieroglyphics scripture. So that what? The Shimsus, the followers, us, of that philosophy, might study the wisdom teachings of Shita Netta, right? Then philosophy. Two most important Netarian scriptures are what? The Per Em Haru and the Hesu Amun. Now, I just got finished reading the Hesu Amun. That's another paying hymns to Amun, the hidden one. I'm reading that as we speak. So yeah, I'm this back then I wouldn't know what that was. I'm reading this book now. I didn't read the Per Em Haru. I got that over there, but I didn't know about the Hesu Amun until recently. And watch this. And the most important Netarian myth is the what? The Siren resurrection. Asar, Aset, Haru. It's the story of life, yours. Let's go and wrap it up. Now, by the practice of the disciplines of right thinking philosophy, you will discover the she talk, which is the mysteries of life, and become what? Mahakadu, like your boy, being speaking and being pure of heart. You will become one with who? God, even when before death. Connecting with God at the death ain't gonna wait. That's not the way to go. No, no, it don't go that way. No. Sorry about that. Don't believe when I die, God. No, if you ain't living right here, God got nothing to do with you. Why? You didn't have nothing to do when you were living. You had to get with him while you alive before death. And watch this. And you will discover supreme peace, Hotep, abiding happiness, and fulfillment of your life's purpose. And you'll promote peace and harmony for the world. That's right there in philosophy. That's what I practice. That's what I teach. That's what I master. You can do the same. Pay attention. I got you.